Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180, brought to you from sunny Wales. Now, myself and Mrs. Petrol Ped are actually on a little bit of a holiday this week, but even though we're on holiday, I couldn't not bring you my Midweek 180. We're actually staying at a beautiful hotel called the Grove at Narberth, and it is quite spectacular. We've had a lovely day today, walking the dogs on the beach and drinking rosé. And now I'm going to bring you my Midweek 180. If you've not seen one of these before, this is my Midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and that's it. A very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180, but I doubt it's going to be as successful as last week's Midweek 180, which as it stands has done 14,000 views and has well over 300 comments. And I think that's probably because the subject was a little bit touchy, the whole E10 petrol thing. Safe to say, I asked the question in that video, should I do a longer video on E10 petrol? And almost everybody said yes, please. So I will now be researching that and looking into that. But if you haven't seen a Midweek 180, let's get cracking with this one. I shall start my timer. Okay, last week's leader of the pack was Ben Higginson. Congratulations, sir. Joined in the Magnificent Seven by Francois G, Mark C, Jamie Murray, D-Boy Maracas, Henry Hall 8538 and Mike JF. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week. And the first 7 comments, you'll be in my Magnificent 7. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, it's a slightly different one. Michael Deakin, I'm going to give you a shout out because I met you today. I actually pulled up to a beach car park to walk the dogs today, and the guy who was looking after the car park was Michael Deakin, a very long-term subscriber to the channel. Bought an RS4 thanks to one of my reviews, and it was just amazing to meet you. So I just wanted to say a huge shout out. All the way in Wales, and I meet one of my lovely peddlers. But wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I will give you a shout out next week. Last week's question was best engine sound ever. There were so many suggestions. 2 that really sprung to mind. One was I kind of forgot a Merlin engine in a Spitfire. I get those flying over the house all the time, but the automotive one, I totally forgot it. It's the Mazda 787B triple bank Wankel rotary engined Group C car that won Le Mans. I was actually there that year it won Le Mans. What an amazing sounding car that was. Now this week's question, if you wanted a Sunday Funday car to park in your garage and just drive out on a Sunday, and you only had £20,000 maximum budget to spend, what would you buy? Just be intrigued. Get yourself on Auto Trader, see what kind of amazing bargains you can find, and stick it in the comments below. No F1 this week, they're on a summer break, but motorsport wise could not go without saying Moto GP at the end of this year will say goodbye to a true legend. Valentino Rossi is hanging up his helmet and retiring from the sport. Absolutely amazing. For me, big memory for him, 2015 Festival of Speed. I was there when he rode his motorbike into the main, through the front door of Goodwood House. I was literally there, I could touch him as he rode past, and then saw him walk onto the stage when the Kaiser Chiefs were playing, and I was right on the front row. Incredible guy, but yeah, what a legend. Very briefly, some spy shots this week of the Alfa Romeo Tonale plug-in hybrid. There's a few, they're all massively under camo, but I think that should be a really interesting car for Alfa Romeo. But I just wanted to mention used car prices. They are absolutely going nuts, and I want to know what your experience of that is. I know so many people who have been offered ridiculous money for their cars, almost selling a car they've had 2 years and they're getting above list price or above what they paid for it. I know lots of dealerships that are ringing up people and saying, we need used car stock, we'll give you silly money for your car. And it's going nuts. It's been driven a lot by this semi-conductor shortage that's stopping a lot of new cars being sold, but it's just artificially hiked the price of second-hand cars. And I'd love to know what your thoughts are, because I guess if you've got more than one car and you could, oh, I knew I was gonna run out of time today. You've got more than one car and you can afford to kind of maybe sell a car and make a quick buck, and then wait for this peak to disappear and drop off next year and then buy another one. But otherwise, you're gonna sell a car. Yes, you'll get a better price for it, but you're probably gonna have to pay more for the car you want to buy. So it's a really interesting one. But the world is going mad at the moment. I know people who've had a car for 2 years, put 20 or 30,000 miles on the car, and they're getting offered what they paid for it 2 years ago. What are your thoughts? Have you got experience of it? Are you tempted to sell your car? Have you been stupid enough to go on to, I don't know, WeBuyAnyCar.com or Auto Trader and see what you get for your car? It's very, very tempting. In terms of videos, and I said I'm massively over time, Monday night's video that dropped was me with guys from Future Terrain and the Invictus Games Foundation training for our expedition in Morocco, doing our Polaris Razor training, which was really cool. But this Friday's video is one I've been waiting to get finished. I filmed it at Festival of Speed, and I managed to spend some time with an amazing guy called Sam. And Sam drove the Arrow car that went up the hill, and Sam was a NASCAR driver, had a massive accident about 20 years ago, basically became a quadriplegic, so paralysed from the neck down, and he drove a Corvette C8 up the hill, absolutely full gas, using a suck and blow straw in his mouth and the movement of his head. And I kind of take you behind the scenes inside the car for his run up Festival of Speed, and it's a truly special opportunity to do that. So please tune in on Friday to watch that video. But I'm massively over time, but I knew I would be. I've been drinking rosé most of the afternoon, which hasn't helped, but I hope you've enjoyed that one. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you on the next film, which is this Friday at 6 o'clock for the Friday feature powered by H&H Classics for the Sam Arrow car. It's just ridiculously amazing, and I hope you enjoy it. And please tune in on Monday. The videos I'm doing with Future Terrain just aren't getting the views they deserve. It's an amazing charity. The guys on that project are incredible, and we had an amazing time with Polaris learning how to drive the Razor cars that we're going to be driving in Morocco in literally just a few weeks' time. But for now, I'm going to leave you with that one. I'm going to leave you with that incredible view, and I am going to go and get another glass of rosé. So for now, I'll see you on the next film. Take care, guys. Drive safe.